Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Classy, Remembrance Day edition. Let's go find where Josh is this morning. So, we just wanted to make sure that everybody does something in honor of our veterans, in honor of our current serving military today, to remember and to honor the sacrifices that they have made for us, for their fellow men and their country. I saw a really cool, here, I'll flip it around to you.
Oh, no, you're on you. I'll walk you around and flip it around. I'll put it on you while you tell your story. There you go. Look at that. We're just waiting for people to get on there anyway. Oh, we got some live eyes now. Cool.
So, a really cool fun fact about the poppies this year is that they're now made of recycled product, so recyclable product. So they're all made of paper and I forget, some sort of velvet product. So they're 100% recyclable now. Well, except for the pin. Well, I guess the pin's really recyclable too. You could throw it in here. So it's really important today to really mostly make a donation. Make a donation to the Royal Canadian Legion. You can go in person and make a donation to the Royal Canadian Legion. You can be a member of the Royal Canadian Legion, even if you're not serving in the military or have served in the military. Also, another fun fact about the poppy is that you can now scan your poppy and it'll take you to poppystories.ca, and you can see all kinds of stories about past serving veterans. I think I watched a bunch of them, and I think the thing that stuck out the most was how young some of them are. They tell a little story about, what their position was, what their ranking was, who their family was, and then, how long they served and when they died. And many of them were like my children's age, like very young still. So yeah, very important to do something today. So we're going to keep it short because we want everybody to be able to go to your local cenotaph or watch something on TV to really reflect and honor our veterans today.
Cool.
You want to flip that?
Yeah, I can flip it.
Okay.
Actually, it's kind of funny. I saw. Hey, there you go. Does that work?
Sure.
We need extra. Like Shar said, just to reiterate, it's very important to remember today. Remember the sacrifices that were made in World War I, World War II, the Korean War, even the Vietnam War, even Iraq, Afghanistan, and all the countless peacekeeping missions that Canadian soldiers have embarked on. And it's unbelievable. It's nobody likes war, not even the people in it. But at the end of the day, those are people who basically give the ultimate sacrifice. And for the people who have given the ultimate sacrifice for things like our country. So we can afford the freedoms to do the things that we do. We can afford the freedom so we can ride motorcycles, so that we can go on vacation, that we can travel freely across our borders without fear of tyranny or terrorism, especially in Canada. We live in it's probably as much as social media wants to make it seem like the world is crumbling, we're living in the most peaceful time of our existence right now. So
In Canada,
yes, obviously, there's always we've got two major conflicts going on in the world right now. We don't need to bring up today because today we're honoring our veterans here in Canada. So that's just that. Also. It's funny, we have a lot of customers. I know, I just noticed Bob Coleman said hello. Bob has shared some very interesting stories with me, and I won't share his stories, but some really cool stuff that he did during the Cuban Missile Crisis, I believe it was. So some really interesting things. So I always think of today. I think of my papa. He was stationed at Trenton as a Air Force mechanic, and that was during World War II. And what I always thought was really interesting about the previous wars, when they wanted to go serve their country, and unfortunately, and not unfortunately, I guess it's fortunate. He was a valuable man when it came down to his abilities as a mechanic. he basically, was wondering why he wouldn't get posted, and he kept trying to say, hey, post me, I want to go overseas, which I thought was incredible, because I'm thinking, you got a safe little job here at home, why do you want to go overseas? And he always said, I wanted to go over and serve. And he finally found out, he got his sister, who worked in the office, to find out why he wasn't getting posted, and he found out it was valuable man do not post, because he was the guy who worked with the engineers to make sure that everything worked. So when they were designing something new, he said, here's how, he would draw it on a napkin and take it to them, and they'd say, okay, now that can work. So, and he passed away basically when I was 12 years old. Wish I could have told a lot more stories, but at the end of the day, you know what, that's the one veteran in my family that I always like to think about today. So, that being said, we said we were going to keep it short and sweet, but there's just so much. There's just so much we're thankful for our veterans, and it's like I said, if you can get, like Charlene said, if you can get to a cenotaph, make sure you wear a poppy. The other thing I want to reiterate as well today is, and again, this isn't Remembrance Day, but Monday is Johnny's birthday. So Johnny Berman. I'm not sure if anybody remembers Johnny. This was what he used to do here every Remembrance Day. So the last 2 or 3 years here, he used to actually hold a Remembrance Day service here at the shop. All these Christmas gifts and things like that. He would get a team of Lisa and a couple other people, and he would put together these stockings, Julie, and a number of people, and they would get together and put these stockings together and send them overseas to the gentlemen and men and women serving our countries overseas. And it's just one of those things. It's birthday Monday, so happy birthday, Johnny. And again, we know how much you love to celebrate the veterans as well, so it's something we should bring up there. And hey, how do you not love that smile? So that was actually him. He did the service here. That was when I would come into work, and we'd be like, okay, we're doing the service, and he goes, okay, Josh, sing the national anthem. I'm like, okay, here we go. But he'd bring in bagpipers, and he celebrated, actually a friend of mine from high school who passed away in service, Nick Bulger. He celebrated for his family, and gave donations to his cousin, I believe. So, but yeah, like I said, get out there today, get down to a Legion, get to a cenotaph, join the Legion, buy a veteran a beer. Also, we've got 2 veterans here at our shop.
Mike just said sorry he couldn't make it this morning.
Tennyson and Mike. We were going to put Mike on the spot. He's been home sick all week, so hope you feel better. But Mike served in the military, and so did Tennyson. So we want to say thank you to those 2 not specifically, basically as everything that they do. But and we were going to put Mike on the spot and say, what does Remembrance Day mean to you? And I know he is a staunch supporter of our rights and freedoms of this country, and I know that he actually I know that Tennyson and Mike, they also, when it comes down to the love in country, and they put their money where their mouth is and serve the country in the military. So,
you can also donate on that website, poppies.ca, as well. They have a donation button there too.
Yeah,
there's
the
lots
Legions
of ways.
are awesome. Like I said, how many times have you the Legions? You think about what the Legion means to. Just even the Legion, what that means to us as Canadians, how many times we've spent in the Legion. My band played at a function at a Legion. Who doesn't love those little quarter sandwiches? Big shout out to the ladies at the Lakefield Legion. Every Thursday, once a year, for our Thursday night dinner rides, we go to the Norwood Legion, because the folks at the Norwood Legion put on the best wing night. It's the only wing night we go to. Like, we don't even go to the restaurants wing nights. We go to, hey, where are we going for wings? We're going to the Legion. And you walk in there, and it's just, you see the history on the walls, and you see what people care about, and just the camaraderie, and giving place for people in Canada.
And don't wear your hat.
Oh, jeez, look at me. Don't wear your hat in the Legion. Don't wear your hat today. Show some respect. Jeez. So, but yes, anyway, you know us. We love to say thank you around here, so thank you to the men and women of the armed forces, all branches. First responders as well, and again, like I said, get out there and support the Legion. If this anything takes away from Coffee with Classy this morning, just think of it as a commercial for the Legion, and go support them. Make sure that you sign up, and like I said, rent their halls and all that kind of stuff. They do so much for the community, and they've done so much for our country. So,
Everybody's
Hi, Stevie. Hi, Leia.
Everybody's saying good morning this morning. Colette's listening this morning. So
Good morning, Colette.
And do you want to say something to Colette?
Oh, happy birthday, Colette. I'm sitting here. It's Johnny's birthday on Monday. It's Colette's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Colette. So
Colette's my sister, if anybody doesn't know.
There you go. Absolutely. So hopefully you have a wonderful day. Hopefully Joe and Kennedy and Harley spoil you, and Annie, and have a great weekend. So much for keeping it short and sweet. But hopefully we got the message across today to go out and support your veterans. And if you can get down to a cenotaph, go stand shoulder to shoulder with them. So anyway, we'll get back to selling your motorcycle parts, accessories, and motorcycles next Saturday. But as for today, go thank a vet.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.